This is a tough time for so many college students between remote learning and even struggling to get internships in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis. But one student at Oakland University is thriving throughout the crisis. Bianca Vitale, she's a student at Oakland University, but also you are the winner of the Smart Award Scholarship. Before we get more into that, because it's fascinating, it really is fascinating, the Smart Scholarship, what it is and the program behind it. But can we just start off, Bianca? How are you doing throughout the crisis?
I'm doing all right. It was a hard adjustment at first, but you get used to it.
So we're more than a year into this. Are you still remote learning? Or are you in person at all?
I'm still remote learning.
What was the adjustment like for you?
It was pretty hard sitting in front of a computer screen, for 2 hours at a time. But eventually you learn how to pay attention, just like stay off your phone and stuff. Because in person, like the teacher can see you and stuff, so you always put your phone away. But that was hard at first. But
It is, it is so true. I've been on so many Zoom interviews or Zoom classes, and you're like, oh, let me just, blah, blah, blah. It's so easy to get distracted. But sometimes too, some of the professors record it. So that
mhm.
kind of helps. There's benefits as well. You can go back and if you missed a portion of the class and re-listen to it. But with that, Bianca, tell us more about the scholarship and what year are you, by the way?
This is my first year, but I am technically a junior after the semester.
Wow, which means you're super, super, super smart. So what are you studying?
I'm studying mechanical engineering with a specialty in automotive engineering.
And why did you pick that as a major?
Well, all my life, I've been surrounded just by cars and stuff. Like my grandfather worked for GM, my dad does now, and so does my cousin. So I've always been around the automotive industry. And in my high school, I actually was part of the engineering program, which really just reinforced the idea of like building and automotive and just stuff like that.
So as someone, we also know that typically in engineering careers, it's very male dominated. Do you
Yes.
feel like you're kind of going to help bridge the gap?
Yes, I definitely feel like that. At the engineering program at my high school, there was only like one, two other girls when I first started. And as the years progress and stuff, I think seeing like me and a couple other girls in the engineering program helped other girls decide that like they want to be a part of this too.
We're talking with Bianca Vitale. She is a student over at Oakland University. So tell us more about the award. It's the Smart Award Scholarship. Really hard to get.
Yeah. Yeah, so the scholarship, it's a long process. So the scholarship is open from August to November, so you apply then. And then you actually have to wait till the spring to find out if you became a semifinalist. And so with the semifinalist, you get interviewed by a couple like of the head departments. And then eventually I believe it was just after Easter when I found out, is when you find out if you got the award or not.
So with this, we should let people know the SMART scholarship stands for the Department of Defense, Science, Mathematics, and Research for Transformation Scholarship. What went into the application process?
It was just kind of like a regular college application, to be honest. Just a lot of like transcripts and like extracurricular activities you've done, your work experience, stuff like that.
So when did you find out that you won it?
The day after Easter.
So not only do you win the scholarship, which comes with full tuition, it really is designed to try to set you up in life as well. Tell us more about that.
So for every year that they pay tuition, I get a year to work at the Department of Defense. So like this following fall in the winter, I'll have my full tuition paid. And then in the summer, I'll work an internship. And then same thing, I'll go to school for another year and then I'll have an internship. And then I'll go to school for my last year. And then for the next 3 years, I'll work at the Department of Defense as a full-time employee.
So what do you hope to do at the Department of Defense?
I would really like to work on the ground vehicles just because automotive is like what I want to go into. So I feel like working in that field would definitely be beneficial to me.
So when you say that, what exactly are you talking about for us that aren't in the automotive industry?
Just like designing like the inside of the car, like the axles and all the mechanical aspects that go into building a vehicle.
Bianca Vitale with us here on the Mega Cash. She's an Oakland University student that was just awarded the Smart Award Scholarship, which is awarded through the Department of Defense. And with that, Bianca, I have to ask, do you know how to change oil? Like, you probably know a lot about cars, right?
Not that aspect, but I'm very excited to learn more and more about this.
So with that, what's been the response from your parents knowing
Oh,
that you won this award?
they're very excited. It definitely takes a lot of stress, like financially, off of us, and it's just a huge relief.
And with that too, when we talk about the Department of Defense, it can be a little overwhelming. Were you at first a little nervous?
Yes, definitely. Just because the Department of Defense is like totally up there, and it's just you think of this as like such a cool thing compared to like just like other automotive companies and stuff like that.
So, what classes did you have to take in high school, and what classes are you taking now?
I took a lot of AP classes in high school, which definitely helped with like taking gen eds and they're not taking gen eds and stuff in college. I was part of the engineering program, as I stated before, in high school. And right now, just because I'm a first year student, I took a lot of basic engineering classes. So at Oakland, they actually have a bunch of engineering classes that touch like each of the different aspects of engineering. So like electrical engineering, computer engineering, stuff like that.
So, with that, Bianca, what advice would you give to other students, especially high school students?
I would say definitely try to apply for the scholarship just because it's just such a huge opportunity, especially for STEM students. And definitely just be prepared. Don't wait until the last minute to make any big decisions and stuff like that.
How long did it take you to complete the application?
A couple weeks. It's a long application.
But how many pages?
Definitely a lot. It was online, so it was just like kind of like the Common App, but yeah, it was definitely very long.
So, with the scholarship, Bianca, do you have to get a certain GPA?
Yes, you have to have between a 3.0 and a 4.0.
So, are you a little bit concerned right now, especially because school looks so different this year?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned, but I'm part of the honors college as well, so I have to keep a 3.5 anyway. And also the teachers are very understanding of how difficult it has been the past couple semesters.
What do you think the future of the STEM world is going to be for females such as yourself? Do you feel like the doors are starting to open up?
Yes, definitely.
Who's a mentor for you?
My engineering teacher, Mr. Scott Mitchell.
And why is that? How does he mentor you?
He was my engineering teacher back in high school. And back in high school, I was a little more timid and shy just because, it's a male dominated field and I was one of the only girls in the class. And he took the time and made sure I was all right and pushed me to be the best I could be.
That is great. It's so important for people to be able to find those mentors that help lift them up. Bianca Vitale with us here on the MegaCast. She is an Oakland University student just getting started on her college career path, but she is getting a lot of help after being awarded the SMART Scholarship through the Department of Defense. Bianca, anything maybe we didn't talk about, any advice you want to give?
I don't think so.
So with that, do you anticipate that you're going to be back in class next year?
I think so.
And how will that change, do you think, for you as a student?
I think it'll definitely be better than learning online just because it'll be easier to pay attention in class and stuff. But I think it will take away some of the resources, such as the teachers recording their lectures online so you can go back. So, like, you won't be able to do that. But I still think it'll be better than learning online.
What's the test taking been like during this time? When we're talking about engineering, right?
Yeah, it's been all right. I mean, some of the teachers, they've like curved the exams and stuff just because it is online and it's hard subjects that we're learning and stuff like that. But overall, it's been all right.
So with that, Bianca, just another minute or two with you before we say goodbye. We do know, have you been able to go to campus at all throughout this past year?
Yes, I've had labs on campus.
So at least you're going in and you're getting some, a little taste of the college, life.
Yes.
What's it been like when you go on campus? What's it been like? And I know that, a lot of the universities are, telling students they'll need to be vaccinated to be able to return to the campus life. What are your thoughts on that?
So far it's been pretty quiet on campus just because everyone's already spaced out and there's not many people on campus already. And I do support the students need to be vaccinated. I know it's a requirement to live in the dorms at Oakland, but I don't believe it's a requirement to be on campus.
Well, it is so great having you with us here on the MegaCast. We always like to hear directly from some of the students what this has been like for them, because we know it's been a challenge for people, but yet in the middle of the challenge, you still found out that you won this very prestigious award. Um, Congratulations to you, but also the best of luck too on your college career, but also, in post college, because does it kind of take a little bit of stress off of you to know that you already have a job after college?
Yes, it's definitely a huge stress reliever.
Right? Trust me, especially when you get to be a senior, you're going to appreciate it even more. So, Bianca, again, thank you for your time and congratulations.
Thank you.